Good morning to everyone. My name is Njabulo Hadebe. I'm coming from Howard College from the Department of Language Development Office. I'm honored being one of the person to come and do this presentation, of which is towards a model of acceptance of human language technologies in higher education, the modified UTAUT model for KwaZulu-Natal. There is a topic of my abstract, and the author of the topic is Njabulo Hadebe. As I mentioned before, my name, that is my name, or that is me. Going straight to my introduction, but firstly, I'm going to state that my abstract was motivated by one of the thematic strand of which was the language e-learning matters. That was one of the strand that was mentioned into the symposiums that we were supposed to choose from. So I decided to choose the language e-learning matters because I think it is suitable enough for it suits well for me to write about the e-learning, the language e-learning matters, as I am pursuing my career in the human language technologies. That is why I chose to write an abstract about the language e-learning matters. But firstly, I would like to define the e-learning. E-learning is nothing but the way of communication between the lecturers and student in terms of sending the academic content to the students from the lectures or from the lectures. That is just the e-learning. E-learning. So we all have seen that last year, the beginning of the year, we were challenged by the COVID-19, of which led us all as a South African to lock down everything, including the institutions. The institution was supposed to be closed. There was no traditional classes. There were no in contact classes due to the fact that there was a virus that was spreading. So we were supposed to have this lockdown. But as a safeguard against closing the institution during the event of COVID-19, during the event of COVID-19 outbreak, the institution adopted technologies to assist in terms of accessing the content for students from the lectures. Technologies were one of the pedagogies that were used by the institutions to assist mostly to send out the academic content. And the University of KwaZulu-Natal, fortunately, there were human language technologies that were developed before COVID-19, and it is one of the technologies that is being used in University of KwaZulu-Natal. The reason why University of KwaZulu-Natal use human language technologies is to enhance the language e-learning matters as the pedagogy solution to respond to this to the issues of language and even during the times of no contact. Human language technologies assist very much on those terms. To define the human language technologies are known as applications or softwares that enable computers to understand and produce natural languages in written or spoken form. That is just the definition of human language technologies. There are different forms of human language technologies, but to define a few that were developed by UKZN, it's isiZulu Spell Checker, isiZulu Temp Bank, isiZulu mobile application, and there's also the human language technology that is called Corpus. But for this study, I will only focus on the three HLTs. HLT is just the abbreviation of human language technologies. The reason why I'm focusing on the three HLTs because if I included the Corpus, the time frame for this study is going to take too long, and because Corpus it's a large database, meaning I just need to focus on these three human language technologies. Uh, as I mentioned that UKZN have isiZulu spell checker, isiZulu temp bank, and isiZulu mobile app. Those are the HLTs that I'll focus on. And these HLTs, for now, they are still limited at UKZN because of many reasons. That is why I'm conducting this study, to understand those reasons why these HLTs are so limited for students and for academics to use them in pursuing their studies or their research or whatever they want to do regarding the language matters. That was just the introduction of my paper. So my objective of this study is to evaluate how UKZN students perceive the HLTs in boosting their communication skills, and most of all, research and ease of use of the tools. That is the first objective of this study, or just the aim of this study, and also to determine the obstacle facing students when they are employing the use of HLTs. Those are the two objectives that I think they will suit very well to understand the passiveness of student or the users of the in terms of adopting the HLTs. To go through my study, this is the methodology that I think it will suit very well for this study. The framework that I think suit very well is UTAUT, of which is the Unified of Acceptance of Use of Technology. UTAUT consists of 4 constructs. It checks the performance expectancy, effort expectancy, social influence, and facilitating condition. When we're checking the performance, we're checking if student, if they are using HLTs, does HLTs assist students to boost their academic research or their academics to perform better. If you are checking effort, we are checking if the HLTs is it easy for students to log in or to do whatever they want to do. Is there any effort they need to put in order for them to use HLTs? Then social influence, we are checking if students are influenced by the peers. Then the facilitating condition, it is whereby we are checking if the materials or infrastructure that are being used by the student is enough for them to assess the student. Then to conduct the study, I'll use the online questionnaire, as online questionnaire suit very well during the times of COVID-19. So online questionnaire is very suitable for this study. Then to analyze my data and present my data, I will use the SPSS, of which is the package for social sciences. That is the statistical analysis that I'm going to use to analyze my study. Then to further analyze my construct of UTAUT, I will use SEM. SEM is just a structural equation modeling that I can use to analyze the UTAUT construct. That's a methodology that will suit this study very well. Then in my conclusion, the study results will not only contribute to the improving of utilization of HLTs, but also add to the body of knowledge regarding the acceptance of online tools. Then the papers finally seek to demonstrate that HLTs offer a lot of prospect to the development of more machine learning process. Thank you very much for such an opportunity. I'm glad that I had this presentation with you.